So after tonight's game, which just ended after a long rain delay, whatever you do tomorrow, make sure that I'm not only putting out a video in the morning already, but I'm going to put out a second one because Hal Steinbrenner, they announced tonight, is going to talk to reporters tomorrow morning. I don't know what time. He didn't really say what time, but he's going to talk to reporters via Zoom. And after what just happened, if the reporters do not light 10 fires under his ass, okay, and under Cashman's ass, okay, then something's not right, okay? But I'll give Cashman this. He's one of the few GMs that actually stand in front of the fire and answer questions when things are good and bad. A lot of GMs don't do that. Owners, forget about it. Hal Steinbrenner's been an absentee owner, okay? And the Yankees had a damn 7-0 lead. They scored 7 runs in the first inning, okay? The first 3 off of Shohei Otani, okay? Let's go over this. First 3 batters walked, okay? And then it was 4, base hit after base hit. It was 4-0. He left the game with the bases loaded, and those 3 runs scored too. So all 7 runs were accredited to Shohei Otani. I'll give the Yankees credit for one thing. Okay, they took his ERA from 2.55 to 3.60 after tonight's game in about a span of 20 minutes. So good for that. Then at that point it was 7-2. Actually, sorry, there was a home run by the Angels in the top of the first. Then the Angels started to claw away a little bit, 7-3. And then it became 7-4. Then with a couple of rain delays, then Brett Gardner hit an home run to make it 8-4. Heading into the 9th, things were, like, okay, they're going to close this one out. Then Chapman walks the bases loaded, just like freaking Otani did. And then he gives up a game-tying grand slam, okay, to Jared Walsh. Yeah, game-tying grand slam. Then they take him out and bring Lucas Licky, who gives up 3 more runs on base hits. Yes, and the Yankees just wound up losing 11-8. This is an epic meltdown, okay? A meltdown of, epic's not even the word, of historic proportions for the Yankees. This was an awful, soul-crushing win, okay? And if these people do not jump all over Hal Steinbrenner, if he doesn't show emotion tomorrow, how pissed he is, and promises he's going to make moves, and if he doesn't either tell Cashman, get on the phone right now and make phone calls. Okay, Cashman should be doing this already anyway, okay? But after what happened, man, he needs to be fired as the Yankees owner if he's not going to take ownership of this tomorrow and over what's been going on, okay? But tonight was absolutely dreadful. Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. And and this was before this meltdown. He announced he was going to be on finally to address reporters and stuff like that. So ask him hard questions. Ask him brutal questions. Make him answer them. Make him be transparent. Make him be honest, okay? There's only so much Brian Cashman can do when he's hamstrung by an owner who won't answer questions. And then who I'm guessing is instructing Cashman to kind of walk on eggshells when he's answering questions. And, this is not only an Aaron Boone thing either. He's not done a great job either, but this is... they brought in Chad, and Boone didn't sign Chapman. Cashman did. And Chapman's been their closer. He was dominant all year, and then he had a really bad month, and he blew the game 10. That's not Boone's fault, okay? And it's not. And, the pitcher he brought in after that had a meltdown too. Lucas Licky's been pretty good all year. 2 of them had the biggest meltdowns they've had all season tonight. So, again, that's not Boone. That's the team. There's so many things that they need to fix about this team, and they need to do it now. Okay, and yes, we've been spoiled as Yankee fans. I'm not afraid to acknowledge that. But if they're not even going to call up guys from the minors who wouldn't cost them anything because they're in the goddamn minor leagues, who could represent an upgrade off of some of the guys in the majors, then what are they doing? Why do they have a minor league system? Okay, what's the point of it, of having this depth if you're not going to take advantage of it? Okay, I know Cashman said there was no room for it. Yeah, there's room. You send down guys who are slumping and playing poorly. That's the whole point. Let them go fix it and make it right in the minor leagues and get their head straight. Get their mechanics back on. Work on the basics and then come back up. You want to win, don't you? So, show the team that you want to win. Show the players, show the fans, show the upper ownership. Show everybody. That's the point. This is your freaking team. But I'm kind of speechless about the game tonight. It was just a meltdown of epic proportions, and they deserve to lose. It's like they're finding ways to lose. Even though they had a big one yesterday, okay, but this was worse than the big one they had yesterday. This took out all the momentum they had. And now they've got one more game tomorrow before they face the Mets. And that's going to be probably another nightmare for them. If they have to face Jacob deGrom and my God. This gives me agita. It gives a lot of us agita. I'm like, oh, man. So, sorry to be a Debbie Downer today, but that's the recap. So, expect a couple of videos from me tomorrow. One, it's going to pop at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll tell you right now. Okay? It's about something that was announced today, okay, that relates to the MLB trade deadline, and if that doesn't light a fire under Cashman's ass, it should, okay, and then obviously the other one I'll report on how STEINBRENNER's meeting with the reporters. Now, if it's just the same old owner corporate baloney, I'm not going to do a video like this. It's going to be a waste of time, unless I'm angry enough and I'll just tear into him. In which case, that would be fun too. If he deserves it, I'm going to give it to him. Otherwise, I can wait until the recap tomorrow night. But if it's worth it, expect an extra video tomorrow. And either way, I'll make sure it's entertaining. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you next time.